DVD movie buffer for another movie review. And guess what? As I promised from my last blog, I will be reviewing another Shake, Rattle, and Roll. And guess what part it is? Part 6, baby. So pretty much now, my goal's getting pretty much closer. So only 2 more Shake, Rattle, and Roll series I have to review is 1 and 2. 2 still, I'm waiting on it. 1 is very hard for me to find, so hopefully I'll get both of them at the same time, or maybe one at a time at least. But right now I'm reviewing part 6, and part 6 is very important because part 6 is the last time they actually use old school special effects, like the the plastic old school horror special effect makeup monster horror special effects type of thing. And after that, with 7, 8, 9, 10, they will go with CGI effects, mostly like today's standards. But all in all, this is very old school. Shake, Rattle, Roll 6. I enjoy all 3 stories, and guess what? Again, of course, it's in Philippine language only. It is not English subtitle, and it is not English dub. So, see the movie with an open mind, but of course I did my research on it. Just like my other Shake, Rattle, Roll series from 3, 4, 5, and now 6. After that, like I said, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's pretty much English subtitles if you rent or buy the DVD. But before 7, from 1 through 6, and of course 1 and 2 has to be no English subtitles, of course, because it is an old movie after that. Before that, I mean. Alright, let's get started. First story was fucking awesome. It's about a clown. Can't go wrong with a creepy ass clown, right? And let me explain a little bit more better. It's called Telebison, and it's about a creepy clown. It comes out of the TV to kidnap a little girl, to drag the girl into his world. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like a little bit like a ripoff from Poltergeist, a little bit, I would say. But this little kid had problems with her parents. They was arguing, so she escaped so she stay out of the way, of her parents. Double dabble arguing with each other while she's over here idolizing the TV with this TV host doing magic tricks. It's like a kiddie show clown, but the clown to me is kind of creepy looking, man. And the second episode is it's a ghost story, a really good ghost story where 3 ghosts trying to help the ghost to move on with his life, because the ghost had a bad experience, and of course, like I said, the 3 ghosts and a seance, they all work together to help the ghost to move on, to another place, to a better place, with the help of other little ghost children that also help along the way. So this is more like a kid's story, but it's a nice story, Like I said, it's not English subtitle, but you can just follow along. And it's called Too Late. And the third story, I did not understand it really well, to be honest with you, but I follow along, and this is what I think of it. The story is like a college, and it's about a woman who's turned into a monster. Not a werewolf, but she turns into a monster. And she goes around killing bad men, men that are bad or haunt. And she goes around killing college students, like bad guys. And I'm sorry for repeating myself in this blog, but I'm just trying my best way to explain it. And I think that one of the guys that she wanted to kill, he actually loved her, while the woman also loved the guy too. But as the story fast forwards the story, it gets to a nice little love story where the monster also moves on. But pretty much that's what the third story is. It's called Buwan. And I'm sorry I'm not explaining myself right on it. It was a little bit difficult to explain the third story, but the first story and second story is pretty understandable. Anyone who's Filipino or who speaks the language or able to have a copy of an English subtitle version of this movie, of Shake, Rattle, Roll 6, or any other series before 6, like 4, 5, 3, or even 2 and 1, please comment on this page and help me translate it better for other people who's viewing this blog so they can understand it. And all in all, pretty much that's it from that's it for this review, and hopefully I'll be able to review part 2. I'm still waiting for it, and hopefully I could get part 1, which is very hard for me to get, by the way. So again, anybody that knows about the Shake Rattle series, especially 1 and 2, contact me. Let me know where I could buy a full copy of it. You know, the part 2 is actually a rental, so I'm waiting on that one. Shockingly to say. But 1, definitely 1. Please contact me on 1 where I can get it. And pretty much that's it. And peace, bye, and thanks for sticking with my view. And I'm sorry for any mistakes or tidbits that I made during these